The first plane that I really like that doesn't exist as a purchasable product yet is this one, the Dark Arrow 1. Yes, dark because it's made of carbon fiber, which is pretty dark. And arrow because, well, it generally all points in one direction. Dark Arrow is an upstart company founded by 3 young and smart and, let's face it, handsome brothers who possess a menagerie of engineering degrees. As a nerd who grew up with 2 brothers myself, this is what I consider living the dream. Humans aside, Dark Arrow is quite something. Drink in these specs a moment longer. Now consider this. The Dark Arrow has the same empty weight as my own single-seat fixed-gear RV3. Dark Arrow is a 2-place retract and even has an extra wheel in the front. And generally, it's a fair bit bigger than my 3. What else? It carries 77 gallons of fuel. That is a big number. It should carry the Dark Arrow more than 1,400 nautical miles, though 77 gallons weighs 460-some pounds, nearly 2/3 of the useful load. I love this feature. I think that the perfect fuel capacity of any plane is the useful load minus me. Think about it, it's true. I'm moving on. Dark Arrow, aside from being very cleverly designed all around, owes a lot to its engine choice, the UL Power UL520, a very light 200 horsepower engine. That's not a Lycoming. No, it's not a Lycoming. But you guys seem to have warmed up to Rotax, and UL is direct drive, so check yourself. The Veloce 600. This is a shoot for the stars kind of project, not just in terms of performance, but in timeline. The earliest I remember seeing the expected delivery of kits was going to be the fall of 2024. As I record this in the spring of 25, the website currently says the flying prototype is expected in April of 2025, also known as right now. Said prototype is currently sitting at Sun and Fun 2025 in a state of, I'll say, partial assembly, certainly nowhere near flying. Now, I've never designed a plane or started a kit plane company, and my honest to God guess for first kit delivery of the Veloce 600, if all goes well, 2028, late 2028, literally the best case scenario. 25 to get the prototype flying, hopefully. 26 to work out the kinks and issues, improve the design and change the stuff that just didn't work at all. 27 to get it turned into a kit that someone else can assemble, write the manual, test and test, plus about 6 months of creep. But anyway, that's the downside, which all could be avoided by just saying delivery start in 2029. Under promise and over deliver. That's the golden rule of project management. But that's enough of the downside. It takes more energy to frown than it does to subscribe. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe and we can move on. The plane itself, assuming the final product is even remotely what's been promised, is super cool. At Sun and Fun this year, they announced an even longer version with more seats that would have a front lifting surface, making it sort of a mini Piaggio Avanti, an airplane that I've never talked shit about. Moving on. The next plane I am super excited about, and may actually already be out, I'm not sure to be honest, is Timber Tiger K Speedster. I love it. Actually, you know what? It's possible Timber Tiger may be my favorite kit plane company. Well, maybe that's too bold of a claim for today, but it's definitely up there. You know, if I had to choose a new plane tomorrow that I actually had to pay for and maintain myself, K Speedster might possibly be the one. In fact, how about this? Or maybe this? Or, well, we'll circle back to paint. Here's the thing. When you buy a plane, you need a purpose. A mission, if you will. Most planes are for traveling. Some lifting, some landing off-road, so on and so on. My mission, literally, is just for fun. I like flying around with people, working on my plane, afternoon trips, pancake fly-ins, the odd barrel roll. And my favorite style is 1930s racer. K Speedster checks many boxes for me. And quite frankly, so does Timber Tiger's other planes, STL and Jenny. You want to sub it up there? 2 left. We're doing great. Next is the Sonex JSX2T or something like that. It's the 2-seat Sonex jet. I'm pretty sure this plane is universally loved. The 2-seat jet is very much the 1-seat jet with 2 seats. Same mission, same engine, same as few curved lines as possible classic Sonex design. I have a whole video on the single-seat Sonex jet, so if you just watch that twice at the same time, you'll get the idea on this one. Before we talk about the last one, I have a little announcement. I'm planning to host my very first channel member live stream in a couple of weeks. That's where you can ask questions, chat about the planes you're interested in, maybe look through the classified ads. Anyways, all levels of channel members will be able to join that. Details to follow soon. Administrative break over. Last plane on the list, Beechcraft Denali. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Denali. Okay, so a PC-12 copy. Exactly. Who cares? Well, we all should care because a copy will drive competition, and competition is good. Denali was under development for a while, and when they started really getting rolling, what did Pilatus do? They released the PC-12 NGX, a fancy new version. Haha! So Beach had to go back and improve their design even more. Eventually, when Denali is finally released, they'll battle for prices, trying to outvalue each other, trying to improve faster. When competition is removed, like when companies merge, you get a monopoly, the incentive to provide more value is removed, and innovation, which is expensive, becomes stifled. Competition is a required ingredient in capitalism. It's good for consumers. You know, the guys buying $10 million airplanes. So, hooray. Those are my favorite planes of Christmas future. From the cockles of my heart, thanks Dynon for sponsoring my channel. See you in the next.